Yesterday I made a video about my full inventory, breaking down how much each car cost me, what kind of problems they had, and what it took to bring them back to life. But today I wanted to do things a little bit differently and show you my latest purchase. This is a 2012 Chevrolet Suburban with 150,000 miles on it. I just picked this thing up from the auction and drove it straight to the shop, which is about 30 to 35 miles. And today I wanted to do a quick walk around, show you the car, and based on my 30 to 35 minutes behind the wheel experience, see if I can diagnose what's wrong with the car, initial inspection, what it might take to bring the car to life. I am going to start with a quick walk around of the car, and as you can see, the car is in pretty good condition, although the report shows 2 minor accidents. The car is Texas edition. I'm not really sure what that means, but I do know what LT means. It means the car has some extra features such as leather seats, which is really nice. Also, the car came with 4 matching tires from the auction, and they are in pretty good condition, as you can see, which is super rare right here. And another thing, the headlights, for Texas heat, headlights in this condition rarely happens. I don't know if they've been replaced before or just garage kept, but the headlights are in perfect condition. Let's take a look at the interior. Also pretty clean, minor fading, has a crack on the dash. Rear seats, I have my stuff here. I'm not sure if this car actually came with any infotainment system in the back or these are from another car, but they're missing because usually I think they do have the one in the center too, and this car doesn't have it. I think that's the LTZ, but it does have 7-seater. I think this one would be third row. It does have the tow package, although the car is not 4x4, it's only rear wheel drive. It does need some cleaning, but overall pretty clean. Missing, it looks like a tray, something like this, which I should be able to find it. Additionally, it has a damage on the windshield, has 2 major cracks on the windshield, but the good thing is parts on these cars are not too expensive, so the windshield replacement should be around $200 and $250. But that's all cosmetic and outside. Let's talk about the mechanical issues. To go over the mechanical issues, I'm going to get in the car and give it a start. The car starts right up, the AC blows cold, which is nice. I'm going to turn it off for right now. And as you can see, the car does have a check engine light on. I already scanned it. The code is for cylinder 5 misfire, so it would most likely need the spark plugs replaced. And I could also hear the belt. I think the belt might need to be replaced also. But other than that, like I said, I had about 30-35 miles drive home. The car got to temperature really good, held the temperature, holds the oil pressure perfectly fine. The only issue was the check engine light on. And the funny thing was the check engine light would come on about every 10 miles and then go away and then come back on. Once the spark plugs are replaced, I will test drive it again to make sure that was the case. Since we are here, I also wanted to do a quick PSA. Please, 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 if you are trading in a car or selling a car, go through it and make sure you don't have any personal belongings or any documents left in there with your name, address. As you can tell, this person left a lot of documents in there, and there were even some related to medical history. And if you're trading in a car, doesn't matter what kind of a company, how big they are, and if you think they are going to throw it, remove everything, destroy it, then sell the car, you are completely wrong, because I've been getting cars with personal information in them for a while. I do destroy all of them, and all of this would be shredded also. But do yourself a favor, before you sell a car, go through everything, remove everything that has identifying information in there, because you don't know who will purchase this car. This car could be sent out of states, and I don't know what they can do with that information, but it's probably a good practice not to leave them behind. Here's the proof of destruction. That was way too many documents. I don't know why this thing slowed down, and it's barely going through it. I think I should have done maybe a few at a time, but it's almost done. And lastly, like I said, I had about 30 miles of driving from the auction to here, and most of it is through the freeway, and I could definitely hear that there is some kind of wheel bearing issue. I believe it's the passenger side front, but I'm not really sure. Would have to be tested, but also would need a wheel bearing somewhere in the front. What I do next is usually use this whiteboard to write down everything that I think that the car needs or will need as a starting point, just so I have an idea what's done, what still needs to be done. And since most of these are done, I'm going to erase them. Okay, and we're going to start a new list for 2012 Suburban right here. Okay, first was spark plugs, then wheel assembly hub for the wheel bearing, alignment, oil change, and I believe the windshield. I believe as of right now those are all the issues that I know, so I will go one by one, order the parts, and then start replacing everything. I'd be forgetting something else. If I do remember, I will add there, and then if something else comes along the way, it will get added to the list and then get taken care of. And that is it for today. This was my 2012 Suburban with 150,000 miles and my initial inspection and butt dyno, let's call it, because there could be other issues that pop out along the way, and if that is the case, I will make sure to update you in the future videos. I go through quite a lot of cars just like this, under $5,000 every week. I will try to make a video about every single one of them that comes through, how much they cost me, what kind of issues they have, how much will it be to fix those. I almost forgot to mention this car cost me $4,000. And if this is content that interests you, please make sure to subscribe to be notified when I post the next video. That's it. Thank you very much.